Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. He of WFC-K9, which makes sense considering he's Galvatron's little lapdog. But anyway, you can see he's in this little purple spaceship thing. We'll put him off to the side here so we can look at this box, which, yep, once again, because Kingdom, it is, got the much bigger artwork than previous lines. Still got the Kingdom logo, Transformers, Hasbro, Takara, Tomy, Transformers thing. A little tiny window with his name right above it and all that stuff. Ages 8+, all that stuff. You got Voyager class over here with some more Cybertronian and whatnot, and again, more of the artwork. Again, both his modes on here. On top, you have a Decepticon symbol, plus some more golden disc symbols in space and whatnot. On the bottom, you have, copyrights and warnings and all that crap. And, of course, you have the usual line-wide artwork here on the side. And on the back, you have product shots and a nice little symbol and whatnot. In the box, along with the figure, of course, you have the instructions, which again are green. See, again, real nice big instructions, real simple to understand, all that stuff. Cyclonus here. And now this is the new packaging gimmick, which of course is the cards. And this one, again, Black Arachnia Predacon. And this is a sticker, so of course you can peel this back and reveal the future of Black Arachnia, of course, which is a maximal Black Arachnia. Got the golden disc on the back and everything. But yeah, Cyclonus the Warrior. So yeah, you can see, yes, he is very much a pointy spaceship, sweat forward wings, lots of little darker purple highlights, slash, I guess, maybe bluish with some gray and whatnot. Translucent red cockpit, all that stuff. You can see all that. And yeah, again, it looks really nice. You got some thrusters back here, which I also believe these are all compatible with the effect parts if you really want to do that. On the other side, you can kind of see a lot of the robot mode, but honestly, this is actually a really good alt mode. I really like this. The only thing about mine is the plastic here. You can see this is a little off right here. It's something like the plastic's not bent quite right, so it doesn't quite sit flush like it's supposed to, but that doesn't bother me that much, and I can fix that a little bit later, but just a thing. He also has landing gear, you can see, 3 different bits of landing gear. All of them come out. These kind of snap out weird. Like, yeah, you can see that I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, they snap out. This just kind of nicely goes. Yeah, it's a really nice looking. I do like the sweat forward wings and everything. I just like all the details. It's just really clean on top and everything. Yes, the robot, you can see the robot bits on the bottom, but I think it's just really clean on top and whatnot. And one thing I think that we could have done, and I wish they kind of done, but it's not a huge deal that they didn't. It's like, I'm not going to mark it because it didn't do this, which is, I wish there was like a little Galvatron like molded into the cockpit, because that would be pretty neat. But yeah, there's nothing there. It's just as least I can tell. I can just see some shiny bits. But yeah, really nice alt mode, I feel. Just really nice. Nice and big too. You can see that he's got a good length there. But of course, comparison, because there was Cyclonus before. Here he is with the Henkei Cyclonus from before. This is actually, that's the thing, is you can see this is actually fairly close purple. So the Henkei was more or less right, because these purples are pretty close in color. But yeah, you can also see just in general how the Henkei kind of the alt mode here feels pretty dated comparatively. Like, yeah, I mean, the look of the back half, that's just night and day difference. Front's not so bad on the Henkei, but yeah, it's just, yeah, you can just see that the Henkei version is just a bit dated, unfortunately, or Henkei / Generations reveal show, whichever version of this mold you have. This is just better. It's bigger and it's better and everything. I would do a Galvatron comparison, except I kind of want to save that for the upcoming Galvatron, I guess, so we'll see that. But yeah, it's just, this isn't bad. I still like this guy, but this is just plain better, for sure. Like, they just knocked it out of the park with this Cyclonus. I would actually say, I've said it on Twitter, but this is probably one of the best figures I've gotten in a long time, and probably might be in the running for the best of the year, because I got it, just a little bit ago. Also, he has his little gun, which can peg on to the top if you want it to. If you really want to do that, I mean, it looks kind of silly, but you can do that. The gun can also peg on the other side of the wing, although, again, asymmetry, that might bother you. And one thing I did kind of find, you can actually kind of wedge it here between the legs a little bit. You can kind of wedge it in like that. See, it makes it so you can't use landing gear or anything, but you can, see, you can't use landing gear, but wedge it in there pretty solid until you, well, really tap on it. Because you are, doing that sort of thing. One other thing I guess is kind of neat, which is accidental, I guess, which is, I guess you got little working wing flaps because of the transformation. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, transformation though, which is also, again, pretty clever to a degree. First thing you want to do is take these bits and pull them away from the main body. And one thing I will criticize is these tab in way too hard. I might have to shave down the tabs a little bit. I did notice it's getting a little easier in some degrees. I'm actually kind of worried about like bending these little fins, trying to just pull these away, the arms away from the main body. But yeah, you got to do that. So pull those away. Then from there, what you want to do is you want to lift these panels up. You want to lift these up. You can see there's hinges, multiple hinges right here. You want to lift them all the way up like this, and all the way up like that. So it got a bit of clearance. You want to take the back half here. You want to split it away from the cockpit like that. Give it, pretty far away like that. So then you can spin the whole cockpit and wings and stuff 180. Want to spin that around 180 like this. Now you got clearance. Now from there, what you want to do is go ahead and split the back half of the spaceship mode, and then open this up, bring that down, rotate this in, and close that up like that. Same on this side, open this up, bring the foot down, put this in, close that up. Then you want to come up here at the you want to just go ahead and bend the knee like that and bring it out like that. So again, it's just easiest to do this way. I notice, just bend it like that and then straighten it out. And this more or less gets the knee pretty close to the right position, because I'll get into the knees a little bit later, but it gets more or less the knee close to the right position by doing it like that. Then you have your legs done. I'm gonna put the camera up. There. Right. And then you want to do is take this chest piece right here, bring it down, and this back piece you also want to open that up and bring that down like this. Then up here, what you want to do is open this up. Make sure open up all the way so you have clearance to get the tip of the nose cone down, and then you can close this back up. And you want to then take this piece and move it away. It tabs in, kind of tabs in right here. Yeah, right there. You can see this kind of tabs in almost like a mushroom peg. You want to bring that down like this, and then take this and bring it up and in. And you might have to also, collapse the landing gear back in, but you want to do that, and then bring this all up. And then you want to make sure this piece right here, you want to make sure it's actually lined up with that part. So then you can close this all the way up, and you can rotate that work all the way around with the head and everything. Rotate that 180, and then you can, so it's rotated down. You can bring this up, tab that back in, bring this up, back up, tab that back in. And then you go ahead and take these pieces, and there's this tab here which will go into a slot there. That finishes off his chest. Do that same thing on this side. Rotate his arms around. So. And here you want to go ahead and untab the wing from the arm. Rotate the little flap, move this flap onto the back of the wing. And this wing has on multiple hinges. You want to hinge this back. And then this hinge, move it back, and just kind of bring it back like this, accordion inward like this. Do the same on this side. Untab. Move the flap backwards, and accordion that hinge backwards behind the arm. Then up back, then down here, down a little bit. When down here at the forearms, you want to rotate these forward, so the elbow's facing forward, and then you want to open that up right there. Rotate the fist, and it has to go outward. Remember, the fist has to swing outward, because there's this little thing right here, and then you close that back up. And the same thing on this side. Open that up, rotate the fist outward, close it back in, and there you go. There's Cyclonus and his robot mode, and what an amazing robot mode, honestly. It's a pretty darn good transformation as well, but this is one heck of a robot mode. I really this guy just blew me away, I feel. I was not expecting this. You know, it's one of those, the transformation is like one of those things that I thought I knew how it was going to go, but then I got him, whoa, this is actually a lot more intricate than I thought it would be. And like, it's clean too. I mean, this is a really clean backside. The only thing is that maybe these could have folded up somewhere. These little bits right here could fold up a little bit more, but that's not really a big deal to me. And yeah, it's just really good. And I guess, well, this might bother some people, but it's kind of necessary for the transformation to work. This part right here, this kind of needs to be a little open for the transformation to work. But yeah, it's just really good. I feel it's a really clean transformation. You know, he doesn't have a huge backpack. He has what he's supposed to, and he looks like Cyclonus. You got, you know, the purple Decepticon logo. You got some translucent orange here on the chest and abdomen. You know, you got this, I don't know, it's not silver. It's like almost a rose gold, like thighs and everything. You got the little darker purple kneecaps and everything, got the little purple toes, and his face, you know, that dour long face of his that he's had in the cartoon, you know, just red eyes and everything. Guy who could not accept that Galvatron was unfit to command. Of course, he's got his gun, which he's got his gun here, which, you know, just pegs into any hand if you like. So he's got that. He's pretty much based on his cartoon version. So yeah, he is great. I really like this guy a lot. I think he's fantastic. Yeah, he's just really great like this. So yeah, I just I don't know. The big thing here is, well, I'll get that. Let's do articulation. Why not? So a head on a ball joint, so left and right, up and down, and lots of waggle. And then his neck is on a separate hinge, so you got even more. You can see that you got even more about forward and back as well. So that's really nice. That gives him a lot, and I mean a lot of range there. His shoulders can move forward and back, you know, all the way around to go outward, go on the separate hinge. Nice, actually nice little detail right there too as well, and a sprue mark. So that's nice. The bicep can swivel left and right. Elbows, you know, get a little tiny bit over 90 degrees there, which is nice. His wrists can, in fact, swivel. You can see that, which is real nice that that's there. And also, nice thing I also want to point out is the gun is shaped and just perfectly, so it can sit comfortably in the hand, and this still has the, you know, it's written, you know, the line, the angles, I should say. Yeah, the angles here are just perfectly lined up so that he can still hold his gun properly and have this, I guess, bulky forearm. He does have a waist swivel, which is right here. Nice one right there. You know, it does go all the way around. So he does have a nice little waist swivel right there. His hips can go forward about that far, which, you know, pretty good. Back that far, again, real good. Outward, pretty far again, real good there. You got a pretty tight thigh swivel on a double mushroom peg, which is really interesting. Yeah, he's got a nice thigh swivel. He's got knees, which are, okay, knees are the weird thing about this guy. This is probably the thing that's probably going to put off some people right here is the knees. But, you know, he's got knee bend like that, you know, about 90 degrees or so. He's also, you can see that they're, well, kind of disconnected, the weird disconnected floating knees. This is to facilitate the transformation. There probably were ways they could have done this differently, but it does work. It's just you got to be, you know, willing to accept that he's got these weird floating knees, which do work. It's just you're going to have these weird hollow bits, but it does work. You just got to sometimes have to realign it, you know, kind of adjust where the knee is manually, because otherwise you're going to get a weird thing like this, which you probably saw in some of the stock photos, which, like, yeah, you can make him taller, but boy, does he look weird. Boy, do his legs look weird. So yeah, you kind of want the knees kind of in a certain spot, and sometimes you'll get the thing of like one knee is slightly higher than the other, so you got to adjust that. But yeah, then his feet here, you got a little bit of, not really a lot backwards, a bit of forward actually, and a significant amount of tilt. You got tilt outward. And the nice thing, again, these are angled. These are cut in such a way that the back of the bottom of the leg here is cut in such a way that you know, doesn't really get in the way of posing. There's a angled right there perfectly, so he can still stand on his feet and not like stand on the edge of his legs like some figures have done. So again, really nice guy, this thing right here. For the sake of, yeah. Comparison, though. Here he is with the 10K Cyclonus again. You can see, again, height difference. Because, well, deluxe versus... Yeah, this was a tall deluxe. So, yeah. You can see quite a difference there. This guy's kind of lanky. This guy, like, again, matches the cartoon. Again, mini masterpiece. Makes you wonder if they're going to do an official masterpiece Cyclonus. I might buy it, because Cyclonus is pretty cool looking. So there you go on that one. And here he is next to Earthrise Prime. You know, again, you know, both Voyager-esque size. And yeah, he's taller because Cyclonus was a tall guy. Remember, he was actually taller than Galvatron in the original cartoon. So he should be pretty tall, and he's tall, all right. So there you go on that one. And for no particular reason, here he is with a Skywarp, you know, just no reason. Just seem, you know, something about them seems connected or something. I'm not sure. Yep. So yeah. Cyclonus, should you get him? Yes. Yes, absolutely. I don't have Optimus Prime yet, so I can't tell which one's better. But this guy is worth getting. He is really good. He just surprised me, like, just how good he is. I am just spent like all afternoon the first day I got him, just transforming him back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I just like how this guy looks. It's just great. I like Cyclonus here, and I've always liked Cyclonus to a degree. So I'm really happy to have this guy, and I'm just so happy how this turned out so great. Yes. This is absolutely worth getting for sure. This is one of the stars of Wave 1. I don't have Primal or Megatron or any of the core guys yet, but this guy is great. I absolutely recommend getting him if you can find him. Again, it's a standard Voyager, it's $30, but yeah, it's worth it. I think this guy is amazing. And of course, you can you still have that. If you have an old Cyclonus from whatever, you can still, of course, give him his Target Master if you want. And you can still hold it. Heck, it's actually not badly sized. Maybe a little small, but it's roughly the same size as other guns. So yeah, there you go. If you like. Yeah, he is worth getting, I feel. I just really like him. So yeah, just the only thing would be the knee. Possibly the knees might put you off, and the tabbing for the arms. When you tab the arms into the spaceship mode, it can be a little tight. At least on mine, it was. So there's that. But I think that other than that, it's fantastic, and I pick it up for sure. So that's it. I hope you like this. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, you can follow me at Nemesis Prime 1 on Twitter. That's me on Twitter, and you can also check out Patreon and Coffee. Those are things, and I'll see you next time with another video review.